In the last few years, we've seen helmet technologies change on the inside, where you see new shells, new padding, new structure, but what we really haven't seen is helmets changing on the outside, where they all still look very much the same. Well, with Masuri's new helmet advancements, it's not just the inside that's different, it's the outside too, where instead of your conventional cloth cover helmets which we've seen over the years, Masuri have now added on a new sleek paint design to their helmets. In this video, I'll break it down for you. Starting off with cloth. This is conventional, this is what we know, this is what we've seen over the years for every single year over the last few decades. What does it have? It has your standard cloth cover, cloth along the peak, something that we are known and accustomed to when it comes to cricket. Now there are a couple of downsides when it comes to getting a cloth helmet. Number one, having a little bit of cloth over here takes away a couple mils of vision from your eyesight. The other thing with cloth is it also fades after a year, especially here in Australia where the sun happens to be so harsh. The cloth starts fading, especially on your darker colored helmets where they all become really light. So navy blue now would eventually end up looking more like a sky blue in about a year or so. So that's the other downside. Downside number three, the top bit here. The ventilation pores on cloth helmets are usually blocked, which doesn't allow good airing out of the helmet, which means when you're out there in the middle on a long hot summer's day, all of this keeps the heat trapped inside your head rather than letting it out, making for a hotter, slightly less comfortable experience. Second up in the line is the Masuri Plus range. This is available in both T and E lines, which are their single and double bar helmets. The new paint range or the Plus range is paint. It gets rid of all the fabric, now replaced by a really sleek looking paint design with a matte to shiny finish. You now see a lot of international cricketers wear helmets like these. However, not all paint helmets are the same, which is where the big distinction comes in. Nonetheless, to quickly break down the Plus helmet or the paint range, you get full paint over here. Now the advantages, for me personally, I think it looks brilliant. It looks better than cloth, where it looks sleek, it looks more modern and not like the old archaic helmets which get strangly and whatnot. The other thing is, because we get rid of cloth at the visor here, it also means you unlock another couple mils of vision by not having cloth between the grill and the cap of the lid, which means better vision, better sight, timing the ball better. Secondly, the ventilation pores on these helmets are unblocked, which means the helmets air out a lot nicer, they breathe a lot better, which means on a long hot summer's day, this will be a lot cooler compared to your conventional fabric helmet. Lastly, because it's all paint, it's not fabric, this color doesn't fade, which means in year 1 versus year 5, these helmets will look more or less the same, your hits on the head notwithstanding. Lastly, we have what the players wear, which is a WAC exclusive, the Masuri Player range. Now the difference between this and the Plus, now the paint on this looks a lot nicer. You have a much shinier finish, a finish that looks even better, a lot more premium than what you find on the Plus range. Secondly, you also get the same ventilation benefits and the same vision benefits, but the most important thing here is what's inside. On the inside, rather than the conventional standard foams that you see on the Masuri helmets, what you see international cricketer wears, and these are the helmets you'll find on pros' heads. What these super swappers do is they're significantly softer than your average foam that Masuri applies in their helmet, which means it sits a lot softer on your head, it takes the shape of your head much better. B, these absorb sweat significantly more than an average foam would, which means on that hotter, sweatier day, this is keeping you drier for longer, absorbing more of your sweat, sitting softer on your head, making it a significantly more comfortable experience than what you'd find with a standard helmet. Now, because these foams are softer too, shaping to your head a lot more than the conventional would, it also means it gives you a much better fit, which means better safety for you in the long run. Lastly, as a bonus, what you also get is a premium carry bag to store these helmets in so that the paint doesn't get all scratched up. Now that you know what helmets there are, which is your pick, head on to waxsports.com.au or walk into one of our stores and we'll get you sorted.